Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a grocery haul for you. We are a family of 7, and I homeschool my kids and stay at home mom, so we eat all of our meals at home, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Because of that, you're going to see a lot of food because we're a larger than average family and because we eat all of our meals at home. My husband is a semi-truck driver, and we try to send most of his food that he eats with him. He also gets, because he is training other drivers, he gets an allotment of money to spend on feeding them while they're out and about, and that does include like some food for him as well. So that helps with our grocery budget just a little bit as well. Let's see here. My husband and I eat low carb for health reasons. Our kids do not, although I try to watch carbs and sugars with them anyway, especially processed sugars. You're going to see some of that anyway because I'm not like super picky on it. We just try. We generally try to eat whole foods and stick to high protein, decent meats, but you're going to see some processed meats too. We are also in a season of needing a little bit of a hand up because of job change and health and the economy the way it is, and shrinkflation and inflation and all of that. So we have been going to food pantries, and so you will see that reflected in maybe this isn't as much as you thought a family of 7 would go through in the next at least 2 weeks. This is at least 2 weeks. I meal plan for 2 weeks, and then usually I'm able to push it for a 3rd week, if not a little bit longer, based on what we have on hand, what we get from the food pantry, that kind of thing. Trying to think if there's any other information that you need. I don't know. Let's pull that list off the fridge right quick so that you can see. Breakfasts in our house consist of, I always keep muffins, pastries, those kind of things in the freezer, and the kids will pull out 1 or 2 of those. They will have a piece of fruit or some canned fruit, some frozen fruit, something along those lines, and then some kind of protein like sausage or eggs. And at this point, my kids are 14 down to 4, and so for the most part, they can make their own breakfast or can do it with a little bit of help for the littler too. For lunches, this is our menu. We do lunch meat, like folded or rolled up, cheese cubes, fresh veggies, chips, something along those lines. On Tuesdays, we do chicken nuggets, either store-bought frozen ones or homemade ones. Wednesday, we either do salami or summer sausage with cheese cubes. Thursday, we do quesadillas or grilled cheese, and a lot of times we'll do soup with that. And then Friday, we do lunch meat the same as this one. These just make for quick and easy lunches when we're busy doing school, that I don't have to drop everything and make a full meal. And then Saturday, we always do Friday night, we do pizza night. So Saturday gets us leftover pizza for lunch. On Sundays, we eat leftovers when we get home. I pull out all of the leftovers from the week, and they get to pick and choose. So this is the menu-ish that I have for the next couple of weeks on meal plan, and yeah, what I have down. I've got hot dogs and burgers one night, soups, probably ham and broccoli soup. We got chicken legs from the food pantry earlier this week. Yeah, earlier this week. I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's Thursday, right? Salmon patties, we have a bunch of cans of salmon, so I need to get some of that made. We got fish from the food pantry, and a bunch of you guys were great on giving me some ideas on how to fix it. So I think we're going to do some kind of fried fish with it. Big salads, Big Mac salad. Best Friends casserole it's a casserole that's used as ground meat, green beans, and then you add in like cream cheese and sour cream, and it makes like a creamy sauce. Kind of reminds me of not Salisbury steak. What am I thinking of? Stroganoff. It reminds me of that. So it's kind of like a one pot meal that is low carb friendly. Breakfast for dinner is my kids' favorite thing ever. Broccoli chicken Alfredo. Fat burgers is I just make burger patties, and instead of making them into patties, I just kind of make them into like balls or like UFO shape. Let's put it that way. And bake those, and it just makes essentially meatloaves, just makes them cook faster. The crock pot cracked chicken is something I haven't made in quite some time, and that sounded good, so I put that on there. And then Saturdays, we always do some kind of big meal. So I have down to do a deer roast. I'm going to do a Mississippi pot roast. And then the other day, I'm not sure. I might end up turning one of these, maybe that crock pot cracked chicken, into a Saturday meal. We also could do, I've got some ribs, a thing of ribs still in the freezer that I have just been too intimidated to make. So, all right. I will also say our goal usually is under $600 a month for groceries. It's supposed to be January's. Obviously, it's not. We're doing this in December. But I was kind of thinking if I could hit the grocery store today before the couple of days before New Year's, maybe miss out on some of that madness. I also was seeing if maybe they had some of their Christmas stuff on sale, and there were a couple of things, so I'll show you those as we go. But yeah, that was kind of my thought process on that. So this will probably end up having to go a second full grocery shopping trip, or at least a second decent amount for next month. So we're going to be over budget next month. I already know that. I'm not going to worry about it overly much. We've got a little bit of flexibility there. So we'll see, though. We'll see what happens, because maybe we will. Maybe I'll just be like, hey, we're doing a pantry challenge. And making it work. So that's doing a pantry challenge is hard when you eat low carb, because a lot of the things that people eat on a pantry challenge are pasta, beans, rice. And when you can't do any of those, it kind of makes things a little bit more interesting. So anyway, let's jump in and see how we're going to make those meals work. First off, they had sparkling water. The two regular ones, the strawberry and lime, were not on sale, but I was thinking about doing some sparkling water for the kids for New Year's as a special treat. So I allow myself max of one a day. Sometimes I do like one every other day, that kind of thing, but that is my mom treat. When most people sit down and have a soda, I have a sparkling water. The caramel apple was on sale, and several people in some keto, like Aldi keto groups, said that the caramel apple was really good. And some of them said it tasted like apple cider vinegar. I did go ahead and open up a can and sipped on it. It does not, or not apple, taste like apple cider, not apple cider vinegar. It does not, to me, taste like apple cider. It tastes like caramel. I'm not even getting apple a whole lot. It's different just because you're not used to drinking a caramel fizzy drink, but I'm quite impressed with how it is. So I think it's pretty good. All right, we've got Dairy Central over here. I swear I need a milk cow. I did not particularly need string cheese. I've still got one package, but they were on sale, so I went ahead and picked up a couple packages of those. That is if my kids are hungry after a meal, one, they have to eat leftovers. If there's leftovers still out, they have to eat that first. If there's not, then they can go in and get a meat stick, a cheese stick, a spoonful of peanut butter, hard-boiled egg if I've got them, a popsicle, or a squeezy pouch. So that's what those are 99.9% of the time used for. I will also sometimes eat one. I usually fast through breakfast. If I'm getting hungry, like hungry before lunch, I'll eat a cheese stick to hold me over. 4 things of goat cheese, like I said. Oh, Sunday nights, I didn't say that. Sunday nights we do charcuterie board for dinner. So I pull out all things charcuterie board and just lay it out on the counter and let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. We open one of these a week, so that will last about 4 weeks, give or take. Heavy extra creamy whipped cream for if we do pancakes, French toast, something along those lines. And then I've got a couple of kids that like this over marshmallows on hot chocolate. Heavy whipping cream for me. I make a called Russian custard, and you use egg yolks, and then I mix in some heavy whipping cream whipped to make kind of like an ice cream, and I've also made it into popsicles for me, and man, they're good. Something that my body doesn't mind eating. Yeah, all of that. Anyway, 2 things of cream cheese. I get this Neufatel. I have no idea if that's pronounced correctly. A Neufatel, whatever. Because it is softer than regular cream cheese, so it spreads a little easier for, and it melts like a little bit easier for like the soups, that kind of thing. 2 things of butter, because I did a bunch of baking for Christmas in preparation to spend Christmas with my family that got postponed until a week and a half from now. The box full of cheese, it is ubiquitous in our house. We don't do shredded cheese, like pre-shredded cheese, because it has stuff added to it that's an anti-caking, but it ups the carb content and is also just not an ingredient that I particularly want to eat. So I shred all of our cheese, and then the Colby Jack and the Pepper Jack are for cheese cubes for the snacky lunches that we do. And then the mozzarella and the sharp cheddar are for casseroles, pizza, soups, that type of thing. Eggnog was one of the things that they had on sale, and it was quite a bit on sale, like half the price that it normally is. And my husband loves this stuff, so this is my Christmas gift to him. We don't actually exchange Christmas gifts, so we'll just call that my Christmas gift to him. Haha. Maybe we'll do some for the kids, especially New Year's Eve. A gallon of milk, 3 things of Greek yogurt for breakfasts, 2 things of cottage cheese for some of the kids will do that for breakfast, but then we also do for the leftover lunches on Sundays. We will do some of that if I don't have a whole lot of leftovers and need a little bit more protein and sides out. We have a thing of sour cream for taco nights, soups, whatnot, French onion dip for fresh cut veggies, and then strawberry cream cheese because we got bagels and crescent rolls from the food pantry, so my kids really like that on there. All right, meats and other cold stuff. 4 things of lunch meat for lunches, 2 things of hot dogs. They did not have the normal pork sausage. They had this Italian style, so hopefully it's good. The other option was the hot and spicy, so we definitely didn't want to do that. Those are for breakfast for dinner. Some brats for the night that we do hot dogs. I could do those instead because the hot dog's carb content is not good. It's 3 carbs for 1 hot dog. These are... oh, well, they're the same, so maybe not. Ha. Thought I was doing better. Maybe not. But either way, this makes for, because they're already cooked, it makes for a quick and easy lunch. Or I will even pull one out and heat it up with, and do it with some Dijon mustard and have it for a snack. Because, you know, it's yummy. A thing of bacon. We did bacon for Christmas morning. And it had been in the freezer for quite some time. So I did go ahead and pick that up. I will use it in soups. I will probably end up cutting it up into pieces and using it kind of like bacon bits in soup, on salads, something along those lines, with the burgers. Speaking of burgers, 2 things of the 100% pure beef burgers. I love the fact that it has no soy or anything like that in it. We'll do 1 package for dinners, and then a lot of times I will pull out just a couple of burgers and cook those up and have those with some veggies for lunch. As a quick and easy lunch for me. Or like if I make something for the kids that I can't eat for dinner or that I don't want to eat, something along those lines. And I say for the kids, my husband is a truck driver and he's gone 5 days a week. So he's gone. And I mean, occasionally he'll be home for dinner, but he's mostly driving all over the area in our area of the country. You know, we live in the Midwest, so all in that area. He can be 5 states away at any given time. Brussels sprouts for me mostly. I do have 1 kiddo that likes them as well. So I will roast those as a side dish, or if I do like a sausage sheet pan meal, I will add some of those on. The egg life wraps are my husband and I's tortilla alternative. He will make cheese quesadillas with those. I will use them as tacos, like taco shells. I'll do like lunch meat and cheese rolled up, those kind of things. The chicken nuggets for lunches, this bag will serve 2 different meals for lunch. It's about 50 chicken nuggets in here, so I usually do about 25 per meal, and that will feed all 5 of my kids for lunch one day. There's 4 boxes of the sausage links because my kids have been hitting these hard here lately. And then 2 bags of the sausage patties. That's just quick and easy breakfast. Like I said, my kids make their own breakfast most days, so it's just to get it done and over with. So, all right, I'm going to go hurriedly put all of this away, and then I'll be back with the not cold stuff and the produce. Okay, we're going to do that in 2 because, yeah, there's a lot. A huge bag of bananas. My kids will obviously eat some of these, but then most of them I will peel, freeze on a cookie sheet, and bag up for using in popsicles and smoothies because my kids eat a whole lot of popsicles. I just make homemade popsicles, frozen banana, peanut butter or nuts, some protein powder, some milk. Super easy, super simple, but they're high in protein and a little bit of carbs, and kind of is one of those, like I said, meat stick, cheese stick, spoonful of peanut butter things. Some grapes because they were on sale, and my kids really like having grapes with pizza on Friday nights, so we went ahead and did that. The strawberries looked decent, so I picked up one of those, and they weren't horrible price. I love when they're like 99 cents or a couple of bucks. I think they were $2.50, so not bad. A thing of Gala apples. Technically, avocados are a fruit, so we'll put them in there. These are actually already ripe, so they are going to immediately go in the fridge and hang out there until we're ready for them. 3 things of broccoli, because that's like my favorite vegetable. Lettuce for the salads. Cauliflower, that's a really good low-carb vegetable. Radishes are another really good low-carb vegetable. They can take, if you're making like a stew, like beef stew, they can take the place of potatoes. And it is 6 whole radishes are only 3 carbs. You can't beat that. Actually, it's only 2 carbs if you take off the dietary fiber. I like to go whole carbs rather than, yeah, is that net carbs? I don't remember. Anyway, thing of zucchini because that's also my favorite vegetable. I love vegetables. I really do. A thing of carrots, some mini cucumbers, mini peppers, and cherry tomatoes, and those are all for like snacky lunches. I also have baby carrots, and I will do cauliflower and broccoli with those as well because I've got kids that I just kind of make like a relish tray. I just make that up and keep it in the refrigerator for about a week and just keep replenishing it. And the kids, whenever I make lunch, I'll do like the meat and the cheese, and then they get to pick out whatever vegetables they want, whatever chips that we have open and available, and then I have a basket of chocolate that they can pick out one piece of chocolate or sweet from. Like my husband got a bunch of like the little mini candy canes from somebody, and those are in there, that kind of thing. So just some like a small sweet treat with lunch. So, all right, now I'm gonna go put this away, and I'll be back again. All right, last round. Finally, the shelf-stable stuff. We don't buy a whole lot of shelf-stable things because we get a lot of this from the food pantry. I very rarely buy potato chips. I don't buy cereal. I don't buy a whole lot of snack foods because, like I said, that's a lot of what we get from the food pantry. So that's nice. That saves me some money on not hitting up the convenience foods for the most part. So I know y'all are eyeballing that. I'll tell you about it here in a minute, why I bought so many of those. We have 2 packages of the small flour tortillas. I will use these to make cheese quesadillas for the kids, or like lunch meat and cheese roll-ups, tacos, anything along those lines. The salami and the summer sausage are both for the snacky lunches. The meat sticks are for snacks as well, or for snacks in general. I left my 3 oldest at home today. They were having a Nerf gun war, post-Christmas Nerf gun war. And I took the 2 littlest ones with me, and they begged me to pick up the jar of pickles. So I did. fell into the temptation. A thing of baking powder, because like I said, I did a bunch of baking. The protein powders are for those popsicles and for smoothies. So I picked up the vanilla. I also needed a chocolate, and they happened to have the chocolate peanut butter on sale, and it was $2 less per can for it. So I went ahead and picked up it. They had another one that was oatmeal cookie, but that one didn't sound very good to me. So a thing of quick oats to make, probably going to make some no-bake cookies with those to take down to family get-together, and then also just to have oatmeal. The juice is for popsicles. I do one that's strawberry, banana, pineapple, some blackberries that are from my aunt that gave me a couple packages, this juice, and then some unflavored protein powder that I have. And that's just another one of the popsicles that I make. Pork rinds will be used mostly for breading fish or breading chicken. I grind it down and make essentially like breadcrumbs with it. The teriyaki jerky was on sale, so I went ahead and picked up a couple of those as a splurge for myself. These will last me like a long time because I just eat like 1 or 2 pieces. That if I'm hungry at 11 o'clock and I want something, I will get a cheese stick and a couple pieces of jerky, or sometimes that's my breakfast, breakfast of champions there. 2 ranch packets, one for the crock-pot cracked chicken, and then one for the, I'll think of it here in a minute, the Mississippi pot roast. 2 things of French fried onions, because these were on sale as well, and these are nice big decent sized bags of them. I would be interested in knowing whether this is different than the cans that they used to have. We like these as a salad topper instead of croutons. 2 things of salsa con queso for taco nights. I will also dip pork rinds in those as a tortilla chip alternative. Some barbecue sauce, some ketchup, mayo, seasoned salt, avocado oil, the staples. This was also another splurge buy for myself, and I will eat just a couple of those as a sweet treat every once in a while. Okay, now we got to talk about the kisses, because, come on. They were 99 cents a bag. They are normally, I think it said $3.79 for a bag. So I picked up 7 bags. Because at that price, they're actually cheaper than buying chocolate chips. So I can use these in the kids' chocolate box for chocolate basket for lunches. I can use them to make peanut butter kiss cookies. I can chop them up and use them in chocolate chip muffins, in chocolate chip cookies, in whatever. So I went for it because, when there's that good of a deal. For sometimes Saturday for lunch and always Sunday for dinner, we use paper plates. I try not to because obviously they're not great for the environment, but and also not great for the budget. But the occasional use is not going to hurt me or the environment that much. This was the other thing that I let my 2 little ones talk me into, was these knoppers. They love these. They're so good. If you've never had them, I highly recommend them. Obviously not low carb, but these will be a dessert option at some point, or like a night if we do hot chocolate, we could do one of those. And there's 5 of them, which is perfect for my 5 kids. A thing of peppermint tea, because it's tea season and that's everybody's favorite. Some of the pink gum, because we were out of it. They're only allowed 1 piece a day, and most of the time, I would say they probably only chew a piece of gum every other day. Some of the water flavors, I have been really enjoying doing water, or one of these, the strawberry watermelon in my water every day. The honey roasted almonds, they were so good. I wish I could eat those, but my tummy just does not appreciate nuts here lately. The peanut butter cups are for that chocolate basket as well. I had already picked up these before I saw the kisses, and I was like, I'm not even going to bother putting that back. It's fine. Snacks-wise, they picked out the breakfast biscuit, 2 boxes of the variety pack of granola bars, and they shared one on the way home. And then the birthday cake mini animal cookies, and then squeezy pouches for the 4-year-old that just thinks those are the greatest things since sliced bread. So that is everything. Give me just a second to find my receipt. All right, there's receipt. So $442.82, and like I said, that's probably 3 weeks worth of groceries. A lot of times, the third, fourth week, my husband will stop in on his way home to pick up something like fresh fruits and veggies, milk, that kind of thing. There was also one other thing that I didn't show. They had Christmas adult size onesies, is what they called them. They were footy pajamas without the footies. And my oldest daughter has been begging me to pick her up a pair of footy pajamas for like the longest time. And so I did. They were $10. And I was like, yeah, let's just go for it, because she's the oldest, so they will fit all the way down the line, all 5 kids, if they survive. And her face of joy and excitement when I got home was worth the $10 100%. So that was also in there. All right, so that is everything. I'm going to get off of here. It is now 2 o'clock, and I still have not eaten more than a couple bites of stuff today, so I'm hungry. I also need to peel bananas and wash grapes and start a load of laundry, and I'm going to blanch and freeze some of that broccoli, and yeah. If only grocery shopping was just grocery shopping, I would do it all day. Maybe when my kids are all grown up, I will be a personal shopper. I'll be like one of the, what is that called? Instacart shoppers. I would totally do that, because I don't mind grocery shopping. It's the putting it away. Can someone come do this for me? Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Thanks for sticking around if you made it to 27 minutes of video. Good grief. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.